Turn your phone
That
on.
was quite a shock. Samira, Dave's wife, said to me, the other day, why do you make me your best man? He's got a speech, he's got visual aids. And I've got a comment here, but my first word was going to be, bastard. But I didn't expect what came later. A girl came up to me in school, a girl called Simon. She came up to me and she said about one other student called Salma. She said, Salma's your favourite, isn't she, sir? I said, what? Why did you say that? She said, always taking the piss out of her. And I couldn't quite get that. I said, would you like me to take the piss out of you? And she said, yes, please. And David just done that, and he just came up. I mean, I didn't know this. I mean, I've known Dave for 30 years. And when Erin went into hospital, it's very rare that I got the sort of text I got from him when he needed. And I tried, and I wasn't aware quite how deep the feeling was. But Erin was here after everything she went through, and she's wonderful. I love you, Erin. I love you, Dad. And that was wonderful what you just said. So I'm not going to take the piss. I was going to. I have some stories about Dave. Well, I'll tell you one of them. I mean, he talked about the drunken. He came into Aldridge, and it was nice that he came into Aldridge. Oh, we've had some nice time. And it was during my drunken period, and I used to come home from town. Stell was with me on our one of these nights, and it was about 3 o'clock on a Sunday morning. And I always take a little detour through Red House Lane, and I knew he lived in Dumbledore Lane. And I went past his house, and I was shouting up at 3 o'clock in the morning, Morgans, get up, Morgans, I'm out here, you know. And he didn't come. I didn't know whether he'd sleep in the front or the back. Well, I still don't know, but some bloke came out, and it was the next door neighbour. I'm not sure he ever told Dave. I think he did.
He said Elton John was shouting.
Elton John, I think he looked a bit scared anyway. But anyway, that's Dave. Thank you, Dave, that was lovely. But of course the day's about Shelley, isn't it? Look at her. And Shelley went to Alwell, right, the school I taught at. But I never met her. I never met her until one day, as I walked into the Imperial pub, invited by her boyfriend at the time, to meet her. And my God, it happened straight away. I'm serious, it happened straight away. I went back to my local, and I said to a friend, I found her, I found the one. And I have found the one. But when you think she was Alan, she didn't know me there, but she recognised me. She said, you were a teacher at Alamo. And can you imagine, if I saw her at 16 and I walked up to her in the corridor and said, one day you're going to marry me. I mean, they see teachers as somebody from a distant planet. This one, he comes from a distant planet, galaxy with a tidful. The planet died. But we met, and I went after her. As Dave will know, because he, 2 or 3 times a week, he heard what I was trying. And one day I sat down and I counted how many emails and messages I sent. It was 3,500 over the course of a year. That's 10 a day. Okay, and she wouldn't go out with me. She just would not go out with me. And I tried all sorts of things. And I didn't know where I was. There's a lady over there called Emma, right? Emma, stand up, Emma. Emma was a good friend of mine. Emma and I used to meet every lunchtime. And I told Emma about these attempts to meet against Shelley, and she said, you're doing it all wrong, Frank. You're doing it all wrong. You're pushing her, you're telling her, you don't do it. Just treat her the way you treat me. Just be nice the way you are to me. And talk to her nice. Look at her Facebook picture and tell her how nice she looks, how much she likes her hair, and so on. So I did. I tried this one weekend, and Shelley responded, and she said, I love the way you talk to me. No one talks to me like you. I was so excited. And if you're on Facebook, if you put a message in, so you come up in a comment, and I went on to Emma, I thought I'm going to tell Emma Simon, this is working. So I said, Emma, what you taught me is working. I said to the Shelley. I said to the Shelley, oh my gosh, she went mad. She went absolutely mad. And I spent all day trying to solve the problem. You know, I meant it, honestly. I did talk about this with Emma, but I did mean what I said. And in the end, I said, what do I do? What can I do? She said, ask Emma. And Shelley worked at a shop, and her boss didn't really like me very much. And Shelley went on holiday once, and I phoned the boss to see if I could get her help. And I was telling her, I mean, I spoke honest. I really am a nice man. I had an award from the mayor of Walsall for services to the borough, and it's true. And she said, so did Ken Dodd. So that didn't get very far, but in the end, she gave in. And with 3,500 emails, she eventually gave in, and I took her out on a date to the Black Country Arms to see a Led Zeppelin tribute band. And Emma was there that night. And if you look at my Facebook page, Emma took the picture that's on it. But I mean, if you look at her, I mean, he said, I'm not a fart. I mean, if you look at her, I mean, there's obviously an age difference, obviously, and this has been, quite a sort of funny incident. I mean, Shelley herself, I said to her once, a terrible cliche. I said to her, where have you been all my life? She said, well, for the first 21 years, I wasn't even born. And then I said, do you think your mum would like me? And she said, well, my mum never liked any of my boyfriends, but you've got an added problem. She's younger than you. But the funniest incident, 3 years ago, to the day, the 18th of May, 2016, I had a heart attack. And I went into hospital. Shelley was with me. It would be all night. Okay, for about 12 hours I was on this machine. And there was this nurse, this African nurse, who was tending to me. She was wondering who Shelley was, so she said, is this your daughter? I said, no, it's my girlfriend. She said, God, no wonder you had a heart attack. And she went, so I forgave her. And later on, I mean, she had a good sense of humor. Later on, there was this African man, wasn't he? He came in, oh, he was horrible. And he came in and he was feeling me all over and he said, border swollen. Where else are you swollen? I said, well, my scrotum. And he looked at her, he couldn't figure it out. And he said to Shelley, would you like to look at his scrotum? Now, it's not the sort of question you ask your daughter, is it? And I don't know whether she did, but it certainly was swollen. But, when I went out with her, I mean, it'd been a long time since I'd had a girlfriend, and I was wondering about things like babies, so. But I'd had the treatment for the cancer, and I went in for a test, a fertility test. And they came back, and my doctor said, we found one sperm. I thought there were billions. He said we found one. I said it could be the chosen one, I think it's a Rosemary's Baby or something, But anyway, there was no problem with that. But I asked her, almost a year ago now, we went to Lucy and Damien's wedding, and Pete, you were nagging me to marry her, and I did. I did ask her just about that. She said yes. So I thought, oh, wonderful, and here we are. And we had a solicitor, when she left the house, we had to deal with some legal problems. And our solicitor, I met him in Morrison's, I told him we're getting married. He said, you idiot. Do you want to sign a prenup? Well, anyway. I mean, when you sort of become friends with former students, like Jahan and who were former students of mine, what do they call you? When you first meet a kid, they call you sir. I never liked that. And so I then became Mr. Dacey. And when they get to know you, you become friends. It's Frank. Yes? She's married me. It's going to be sir. Definitely going to be sir. But I mean, really, seriously, look at her. I mean, look at her. She's fantastic. She really is fantastic. And I've never in my life have I felt the sort of feeling I feel for this woman. She's beautiful. She's so calm and so kind. There's so generous. I just feel completely safe and very, very happy whenever we're together, which is nearly all the time. She's lovely. Just the way she looks at me, and Dave comments on this very regularly. I just feel so happy. And she's a brilliant forest. Look at all this. Everything in there she did in the last 3 days. She's completely ignored me. So that's Shelley, but thank you all for coming. You know, my family, it's great seeing my family. They come, you know, some of you have flown in. My daughter's flown in from Ireland and my sister from Amsterdam. It's wonderful. And Mel's driven up from the south coast. And it's great, yeah? And thank you all for coming. And thank you all for the help this morning. It was difficult setting up this place. Thank you all for coming. And Joe, especially, thank you. And Dave, I say I was going to take the piss, but I can't. You know, I have something for you. I met Joe. And the bridesmaids, the lovely bridesmaids, my grandchildren. Where are they? Where are my grandchildren? There they are, stand up. They're my grandchildren. Isabella and Millie. Where's Millie? Where's Millie? That's Shelley's granddaughter. She said today she'd call me granddad now. So that's nice. Shay, you're about to see the skin of Shay as we go into our disco very shortly. And all the friends and former students who are here, it's wonderful. Really wonderful. And Shelley's family, Shelley will talk about that in a minute, but thank you all for coming. But just one or two things which really make me sad, and you'll understand. Sean, Mel, you'll understand that two of my brothers died in the last 10 years, and I was very close to them. John especially, the last thing he said to me before he died was that I'd been married and I've had kids, but through the whole of my life, you were the most significant and important person to me. And I'm going to crack up in a minute, but if he was here tonight, Sean said it at his wedding, so did David, he would have loved it. And I love you all. And thanks for coming. I love you. And you've got a fantastic daughter, Mel. She's my favourite. Where is she? Tia, where is she? Where's Tia? She was telling the police in town. She kept telling the police I was getting married. Jared, the other brother, he has also died. And, we were very, very close, and he loved it too. They were party animals. And James, thank you. Thank you for the photography. James is my nephew, and he agreed to do the photography. But of course, it's mostly about this lady here. And I promise that all these people will love you forever. And in the words of Robbie Burns, that's the finest lines ever written in the English language. I love you till the seas cry and the rocks melt in the sun. So, thank you all. I hand over to Shelley, because she's been pregnant.
Hello, nice to see you all. Boss of me already, look at me. I just want to thank you all for coming. Nice to see everybody here. I'd like to say a special thank you to the bridesmaids and the people who helped us this morning. So if a couple of bridesmaids come here, please. So they'll go. Isabella. So for some bridesmaids to come here, please. Millie.
Do apologise for the
Yeah, I'm going to do
Where's
it.
the ball? Messing it all up.
Well, we know it's mine.
Yeah.
Come this way.
Thank you very much. You're my bride. Like school. And last but not least, Bethany.
Shelley's got a couple of other things to give out here. As a thank you. She's not used to talking into a mic. I did 760 quizzes around Warsaw, so I'm used to it. And I did 6 more quizzes, remember? These are presents for your support. Janet? For those who don't know, this is Shelley's box. Joe, we couldn't have done it without you. I love you. Come on. Joe had the key. All the responsibility was sent to her. Oh, Shelley's on work. Look how talented she is. Sorry? I'm trying my best. Very. Alright. Very. I don't know how you're going to get on the plane. Bethany. I've given up on the mic. Bethany. Oh, there she is. Stunning. Right, we are now about to cut the cake.